Hi everyone, Ed here. I wanted to talk to you today about a 44-second solve that I managed to get, but not starting on my usual color. Instead, I started on a color I'm not quite so comfortable with yet. And I wanted to go over a couple of interesting parts of this solve. It was a little interesting at the start. I managed to see my first center and my first triple, which is pretty great. But then there are bits here and there which can be improved upon, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. Now, before I get into this, I just want to obviously say thank you to Ben of Benpuzzles for creating this method and sending me helpful advice and stuff on how to get better at this. Ben should be streaming tomorrow, so the 2nd of April, at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in the UK like me, that is 10 p.m. UK time, whatever that is. So just Google it to figure out the time zone, but I'll put a link to Ben's Twitch channel in the description so that you can hop on there. He's going to be doing an anniversary stream celebrating 2 years of solving the face-turning octahedron, so make it if you can. And let's get back to the reconstruction. So we'll start with the scramble. Now this was an interesting scramble, and you will see why, because I had a very big block of colors of green specifically that looked very nice, and when I sent the scramble to Ben, he actually had a go at solving it on stream, and as he was inspecting it, he said that the white face looked pretty good. Well, I didn't see that, so who knows. Now the first thing we can see, there's a green line here, right? And I can solve green sometimes, so that was what I went for. It's staring me in the face. I can see that this triple is done halfway, so I've got one of the stickers and I just need to find the grey sticker here and I'll finish the triple. And I also see these two here. Now what I notice is that the missing edge for this large trapezoid here to match up with this triple and so on is the green-grey edge. So I find that, and here it is. And then I need the grey triangle to match up with this grey sticker here, so that when I move this one, it will pair them up. So if you imagine that I've got a green sticker here, I need two grey stickers here, here and here. So we position the green sticker in the same place I had it just then, and then these two need to be grey stickers. And I can get that grey sticker with an F move. So our inspection started here, and we do an RO prime for our rotation. So then we do F prime and R, and look at that. Small trapezoid, or trapezium, or whatever it's called, a small trap, and our first triple. Excellent stuff. But I didn't just see that in inspection, because I could see that this is what the shape would be when I was done, and you'll notice that that doesn't do anything to this face at all. So I knew where these two green stickers would be. And I knew that with a simple move like that, the green triangle would be here and it would match up there. So, starting from there, RO prime, F prime R, and then whatever this rotation is. And then what I should have done is a U prime. I just did a UU because, well, you know, I'm not perfect. And then an R move. And then as I'm about to insert this small trapezium, I notice that this triple is that in focus? That's pretty bad. Sorry about that. There we are. This triple is half built. I need the yellow sticker. So U prime, R prime finishes off our first center and first triple. And then here I can see I knew I needed the yellow sticker, and I see it there. So immediately I start going in to solve it, like so. And then let me double check. How did I insert this triple? Oh, I did a BL prime and then a U prime to insert it there. And then I just did a rotation. Basically, what you can do is you can just do a BL move to move these down here. But I'm looking at this and it looks rubbish. So instead what I do is I rotate, and I can see I've got a small large trapezium solved. And the way I can tell that it's solved, even if you're not color neutral, this corner's connected to it, and you can see that these stickers match. These two here and these two here. Awesome. So I know that this is solved large trapezium, even if I don't know my color scheme. So I just move it out of the way, and because before the rotation I saw where these two pieces are, I actually was able to go into this one fairly quickly. Now I'm rushing through this explanation, but I'm just showing you how I did them and not how to know how to solve them and so on. Sorry about that. And then I move this out of the way. Now here, again, got pretty lucky. I've got a large trapezium that is solved, and I can see it solved again because these stickers here match and these stickers here match. So knowing that, I move it out of the way and then rotate this so that I have my working space on this layer. I don't want to have this on the layer because then I'll break it up. So then from here, it's a simple case. You hide these two pieces so that this one can be put in that position there. And the reason for that is now we can match them up like so. Pretty simple stuff. Now this is where it gets interesting. What I might do in a slow solve is automatically orient this center and then this center. And you'll notice something. This corner is now in the bottom layer, which is not where we want it. Whereas what I actually did was, for whatever reason, and I don't think it's because I knew this would get on the bottom layer, I think it's just because I was not concentrating, I rotated and did this center first, which then kept this in the upper layer, so that when I came back and oriented this one, the triple is in the working space, which is awesome. I didn't need to do this, but I did anyway, and that's I did a D move here to align the bottom layer with the centers. This is completely unnecessary, but I did it anyway because why not? It actually ended up costing me an extra move. So really, if I didn't do this move, the solve could have been 2 moves faster. Anyway, I then move on to making the triple. So here, this blue needs to match up here, like so. And because I'm looking at the top layer, I saw this gray when I was here, so I knew that I needed to go into this here to match it up. And this is why the D move mattered. Now I have to do a D prime in order to insert this. So had I just not done that move, I would have saved myself 2 whole moves. But, you know, old habits die hard. So here we have an OPF case. You can see the top color is pink, and we have a gray and a yellow and a gray and a blue, or cyan. So the gray is on here twice and pink is on here not at all, which is great. That's exactly how it should be. So despite the fact that staring me in the face is the last triangle that's not pink, I still kind of looked around the cube a bit and then found it. And then had a brief moment of trying to remember how to recognize OPF and where it goes. This yellow triangle needs to go here. Nice and simple. And then a U prime at the end to solve. CP skip is always welcome. You know, I'm not going to complain about that. Let me just refocus. So obviously there are some parts of the solve which can be improved. Building the centers, my recognition, orienting the centers, and also how I solved that last triple and with all the extra D move and stuff. So there's a lot to learn there, for me at least. But what I thought was most interesting is that this solve it has a really low move count, and I think the start of the solve is what helped with that, because it only took me 7 moves to solve the first center and the first triple, which, I mean, in terms of my solves, that's pretty quick, pretty low move count. Maybe not for everyone, but it is for me. Overall, this was 59 moves long, and it was 44.42 seconds. That gives a TPS of 1.3, which is slightly faster than that 46 second solve I had reconstructed previously. And as of the recording date, which was the 23rd of March, this would have been a top 5 single. Unfortunately, at the time, it was also 8 seconds slower than my personal best single of 36.6. I've broken that since, but I will just say, you know, you can solve on pretty much any color at a fairly fast speed. Don't be afraid to try color neutrality if you haven't already. The one caveat I will say, if you are, say you solve white normally, when you pick up color neutral, choose the colors that share a corner with the white face. Don't choose the colors that share an edge with the white face. That's really confusing. So say you are used to solving cyan first and that's it. Don't start learning white and green and blue. Start learning pink and yellow and grey, because they all have a corner attached to the cyan face and not an edge. So yeah, this was more just an overview of a neat solve I had. I probably won't do many reconstructions in the future unless it's actually a fast solve, or unless there's something really advanced to teach. But I just thought this one was interesting because it's color neutral. And yeah, once again, Ben's stream will be tomorrow, late in the night for me, and in the middle of the afternoon for those in the States. I hope you can join. All right, thank you very much, and take care.